What? Why are they blue? All right. Obviously, that was a bit of an exaggeration on what not to do. We're going to talk about doing proper connection points and testing your lights before you install them to ensure that everything is working when you do complete your install. The best way to do that with our quick Wago plugs, you're able to disconnect them and you have a male and a female end here. So before you do anything, after you've installed your power supply and your controller, you want to wire up your connections and you want to test to make sure that your lights are working. An important thing to look out for is that your lights are pointed in the correct direction. There's a little arrow on them and you want the arrow to be pointed away from your power supply. So I'm going to bring out a connection here and I'm going to find the female one that goes on there. So that clicks in there. Of course, I got my tools handy right here. What you're gonna wanna do is cut off the end of your wire so it's nice and clean. You got these nice little flat wire strippers here, and you don't wanna strip off too much, about 1.5 inches. And then with your actual wires, about 1/2 inch, nice and clean. Separate out your wires, twist them, so there's no stray wires sticking out. Because if any of these wires get crossed in your connection, especially this middle wire, the white data signal, if any of those stray wires cross over into your positive or negative, that's going to give you data signal issues. Pop these open and you want to look and double check that you're doing black to black, white in the middle, and red to red. That's very important that you don't cross those over. When you're putting those in, keep an eye out for your wires. Make sure there's no stray wires sticking out anywhere there. Once they're in all the way, lock them in, give them a little pull to make sure it's snug, and then plug them in. Open up the app on your phone and test a few different colors to make sure the lights are working. Put a theme on. There we go. Christmas in July. I also just want to demonstrate, and this is an extreme case, of what it looks like if you don't even put in your data connection. So I just want to point out that the data wire is actually a smaller gauge wire than the positive and negative. There's less wires in there, so technically there's less contact points. But just to show, I'm just going to put the positive and negative in here and lock those in. So with no data connection at all, that's what happens and you get blue lights. So typically, if you have blue lights, it's an issue with your middle white wire. And that's why it's important to test your connections before you install them, so you can fix any issues that you have before you have the lights mounted up in the tracks. The lights are all working. So that middle white data wire is the most important one to check if you're getting blue lights. All right, so now that you've confirmed that your lights are working, you have control of them, you can continue on to the next step by putting them into your tracks and installing them onto your roof line. You want to do that with every connection point that you make throughout your install. As you can see, if I didn't test my connections as I wired them up and you installed the lights, you'd have some of them working and then they would be blue. That means that your connection point between the end of the string there and the start of the next string there has an issue with the data signal. So now you're going to have to go up, remove the tracks, pull apart your connections, and rewire them to fix that data connection issue. So checking your connections before you install the lights is going to save you a lot of time. One last thing that I've noticed is when you're running extension cord and you need to run it longer than 30 feet, obviously you're gonna need the signal booster in the middle of your extension. And typically this extension is run on the exterior of the house, which the XPLE cable is built for with built-in UV protection. But what I've found that works good is shrink butt connectors. So you heat shrink these over your connection points. And again, make sure you test your wire and your runs to make sure that your lights are working. but this is going to make sure that your connections are secure and that you don't have any data signal loss on extensions over 30 feet. And that brings us to the conclusion of our blue lights troubleshooting and avoiding the issue altogether. Thanks for joining us. If you are having technical difficulties, we are always available to help you figure out the problem.